we can come together to stand up against hate, to stand up against fear, to stand up against anxiety. Because all the providers here, they are here to connect with you so that you can know about their services. So that if you need help, you know who to go to directly. And the community members here, I hope that you also take this time to interact with each other as well, to be able to
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Over ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave, and the home of the brave. Đồng lòng cùng đi hy sinh tiếc gì thân sống, vì tương lai quốc dân cùng sống pha khóc tên, làm sao cho núi sông từ nay luôn vững bền, dù cho thầy phơi trên tiếng giao. Thủ nương lấy màu đào đem bao, nói dông lúc biết phải cần giải nguy, người công dân luôn vững bền tâm trí, hùng tráng quyết chiến đấu làm cho khắp nơi vang tiếng người nước nào cho đến muôn đời. Công dân ơi, mau hiến thân dưới cờ, công dân ơi, mau làm cho khói hót cơm tàn pha vé vàng, nói dông xứng danh nghìn năm dòng dông lạc hồng.
Introduce each of our guests on my right here. On my right here, we have Student Council Member Phat Bui. This is in his district, this event. It's in his district. Next to Council Member Phat Bui is, you all know him, Garden Grove Mayor Steve Jones. And right next to Mayor Steve Jones is Council Member Tu Ha. And next to
kind of a party on Main Street. So I hope you'll come back out for that. We've done several of those in the past, and we've rounded up 10 or 15,000 people each time we do it. We do various programming all along the route to make it fun. Bands has participated with skate parks, and the Ducks have come out and done hockey exhibits and mini events. So we usually have a lot of fun events for that. Paul came up with a really cool theme for the bike path for the Pacific Electric right-of-way, and I'm super excited about this. I think wellness is just a very timely and relevant underlying theme that a city and a community should be focused on these days in light of the pandemic, all the civil unrest, and just all the kind of chaos and angst of reopening an economy after such an unexpected pandemic that we faced together last year. So Paul came up with a concept that the different sections of this right-of-way, Brookhurst to Lamson, Lamson to Nutwood, Nutwood to Stanford, Stanford to Nelson, could each be a various theme surrounding wellness. So we could have a mental wellness section, we could have a physical wellness section, a social wellness section, and then also a community wellness section. And then each of those sections could be populated with kiosks. We could have dog-friendly cafes, we could have shipping container retail, and just fun stuff like that. Obviously on the physical section would be exercise equipment of different sorts. Community gathering spaces, places to teach people about financial wellness and how to manage their checkbooks and do sort of basic financial planning. All these elements could be brought into play for an overarching theme of promoting wellness within our community. So I'm really excited to see that happen here out in the open, where it's healthy, and just to get more and more eyes and feet on the new bike path that we've created and trying to keep that going. So thank you everyone for coming today, and I hope you enjoy the event.
That we show the community standing together. And thank you, Paul, and your supporters for organizing this event. It's a beautiful event, and it's a beautiful day to work. With the COVID lockdown over the past more than a year already, it had placed a toll on our elder seniors as well as young generation. With lockdown, we are no longer working on living together as a community. Each of us become an island and communicate over online. It doesn't click. People need to interact with each other in order to feel that we are together and not. And when I say connect together, I mean we connect together physically like we're doing today. We have heard reports of increase in mental illness, of being people feeling loneliness, people feeling helplessly. And so now that the COVID has been lifted, I think this is a brilliant idea, and we should embark on this kind of events that can bring people together. And through that, we will be more harmonious and working for a better future. Thank you, Paul, and thank you for many vendors who have been here, especially with the Be Well organization.
Next, I'd like to invite.
What are we here for?
Community.
What are we here for? What are responsibility for? Community. We are here for each other. Let's be there for each other. Let's take care of our neighbors. Let's take care of our friends. Tell each other we're only one call away, one text away, one step away. Let's be there. And we're here for each other. We're here to be well. We're here to stay healthy, and we're here for you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for just organizing such a fantastic event. It's more important than ever for us to come together as a community, and what a better place to do that than on our bike trail here. Thank you to all the vendors and all the sponsors and everyone that has a booth set up along the bike trail today. Happy Halloween to everyone, and thank you all for being here. And again, thank you, Paul, and to all your team for organizing this today. Thank you.
Space has carved out relationships and connections and partnerships that the city now has with a number of different groups. I'm a huge fan of yours, as you know, Nate, and the council is totally supportive of anything and everything you want to do because you're right on point. I want to draw attention to one of those partnerships, which is Be Well OC. You see the mobile van back here behind us. They're well represented today. There's another van actually down another block too. So they have two of their vans here. That's a new partnership that the city just embarked upon. They've only been actually out on the streets for about the last month or so. But it's gonna be miraculous, right? So we now have a mobile van that can go address people in the middle of crisis situations, people who need help, connect them to resources. They actually have a physical facility that can take people in for, short-term stays or transitional care as needed and help find resources to help people. It's not just specifically for the homeless, it's for the entire community and anybody who needs help. But it's just cool that we've got these vans now out on the street, interacting with people, engaging with people, letting them know they've got someone to turn to and someone to talk to, someone to help. So it's exciting. Just in the last month, I've seen them a dozen times just as I'm driving around, off on the sidewalk, interacting with somebody, have conversations, sitting there, patiently, calm, working with people. So I think it's going to be wonderful. So we're excited to have this partnership with you. Thanks. And in the flood channels and you name it, just out of personal compassion and just sort of going above and beyond. This is several years ago. Obviously, the whole realm of homelessness has become a lot more visible and more talked about in the community, but 5-7 years ago, it was not as much yet. And so on his own, he formed kind of an interaction between our Garden Grove Police Department and the homeless population. He identified, he took kind of a population count. He even came up with a unique way of sort of categorizing of, those who are susceptible to being helped or not, or what, different sort of categories that he envisioned how to put people into to try and identify resources that could help people. So he pioneered something which has now become the Special Resources Team, or SRT, within our Garden Grove Police Department. And so now we've got a dedicated unit that, for one, helps keep the beat officers focused on protecting the city from crime, and allows the SRT to focus on trying to help those in need come in contact with resources that can help. Thank you, Brian, for being here. It's good to see you again. And thank you to our entire Special Resources team within GGPD. Royce Wimmer heads up that group, and he'll be back shortly, but they're all doing an amazing job, and for whatever reason it is that their career in law enforcement led them into that specialty, we commend you and we thank you, because it is so needed and it's so relevant and timely, and we just appreciate your compassion and your knowledge of mixing the basics of law enforcement with a very, very needed service in our community these days. So thank you, guys.
2279, Mind OC Hope Program. And then the second leg is the physical wellness leg, which includes the Garden Grove Police, SRT, Taiwanese American Professionals OC, Firestorm Free Running, Pickleball Without Borders.
Nè, ông nè, ông lớn quá nó không biết ông là cái gì. Okay, just like that. Yeah. And Stephen, take a picture before you leave. Stephen, take a picture before you leave.
Ôi phải khác thế.
Bạn thử đi chắc nhờ chị chụp nha.
Wow, là gì đây đấy?
Let's take the thing. Hai người ngồi vô.
You mean like you want me to be in the frame with you? Yes, we still have it. Yes, it's still old number. Yeah, I say like we dedicated the 10 years ago. 10 years almost. Oh no, it's small opening của một cái khai thác gì đó thì mình làm cái no, it's a business. So they kind of launch a new brand.
Wait, there's a professional.
So I'm like, muốn vô không? All the different.
Gotta get a face painting. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks, mate. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you. Thanks, you too.
Maybe even military or something. I'll text the group. Yeah.
Người Việt.
The oldest and most popular. Just move it.com.
Vui ha. Có đi về anh Thành ơi.
Rồi, anh giỏi.
180316.
180316.
John, give me a ticket. We need a ticket. So you can get.
Would you like to pick a ticket?
Bring your car. Drive it in. Oh, you walk right?
Yeah.
Drive it out.